Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nerds of the Multiverse channel. Today we are going to be breaking down the trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I will be touching on specific clips from the trailer, as well as giving some predictions that I have for this movie and beyond this film. Before we get into the video, make sure to follow my other social media pages. This is a great way to stay up to date on all of my content and any updates that I have. I'm on TikTok at Nerds of the Multiverse, Instagram at the Nerds of the Multiverse, and Twitter at Nerds of the Mult1. Now, let's get into the video. Starting off, we see Miles Morales swinging around Brooklyn. He appears to have a lot more confidence in himself. He even brags to how he is now Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. This coming after the Peter Parker of his universe dies in the last film. We also see him somewhat struggling with his double identity as his parents are questioning his whereabouts. We next see the introduction of the Spot, who is supposed to be the main villain of the next two movies. He will be opening up portals across multiple dimensions, and it is said that he and Miles Morales are connected in a surprising way. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Spot, in the comics he was a scientist named Dr. Jonathan Owen, and he worked for the Kingpin. The Kingpin was trying to replicate the powers of Cloak. Cloak had a cloak with powers from a dark dimension that allowed him to teleport. It is very possible that Owen worked for Kingpin in the previous film like his comic book counterpart. He could have helped create the portal to the multiverse, and just like in the comics, the project backfires and turns him into the Spot. In the comics, the Spot is normally just a joke villain. He does have some pretty cool powers though. It appears he will be starting off as a joke in this film too, as we see him robbing the ATM in a disguise and not realizing what his powers do. He could accidentally be creating portals to other dimensions and not realizing it. This would be messing with the space-time continuum, possibly even causing an incursion. This is where multiple universes collide, destroying one or both of them. We then see Gwen show up in Miles' room and ask if he wants to get out of there. They travel through dimensions, and Miles becomes aware of an elite group of different variants of Spider-People. We see Spider-Woman, Spider-Punk, and Spider-Man India before we get a shot from the previous trailer showcasing a ton of Spider-Man variants. Then we are introduced to Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099. We see a clip of him fighting the Vulture. Then he tosses Gwen a disc, which they all use to travel through the multiverse. These are very similar to the wristbands that Tony Stark created in Endgame for time travel. He proceeds to inform Miles that he will never be a part of their group. This could possibly be due to him not liking teenage Spider-Men due to their irresponsibility. He then reaffirms his claim by saying, "Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and that little nerd back from Earth 1999-99. So, this directly mentions the MCU's universe officially connecting the Marvel and Sony Spider-Verses. Now, many of you are probably confused as why he referred to MCU as Earth 1999-99. This was the official designation for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not Earth 616. Earth 616 has always been the comic book universe. They referred to the MCU as Earth 616 and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This possibly could have been a mistake, or maybe they are even retconning it because many fans, including myself, weren't very happy that they stole the comic book universe's designation. We then get to see Peter B. Parker, and he is now a father to Mayday Parker. Spider-Man 2099 then begins to tell Miles how being Spider-Man is a sacrifice and how he has a choice between saving one person or every world. What could this mean? It sounds like somebody close to Miles is going to die and he needs to let it happen in order for them to save the multiverse. Whoever this character is, it sounds like their death is an absolute point. This is an event that needs to or is supposed to happen to lead to a certain outcome. In all honesty, I think the character who's going to die could be his dad. There are several hints hidden throughout the trailer, and it also would be true to the comics and to the PlayStation Spider-Man adaptation. However, they could be trying to misdirect us, and it could be his mom. Regardless, it is an extremely hard decision to decide between saving the entire multiverse that is filled with so many lives or one of your parents. Miles insists that he can save everyone and nobody has to die. Miles mentions Uncle Ben, implying what would the other variants do if they had the chance to save Uncle Ben. Spider-Man 2099 mentions how many of them would not even be in their position to help others if Uncle Ben had lived. Miles then tries to escape, and Spider-Man 2099 goes after him, also commanding the other variants to do so. He tells Miles he has no idea what he is doing. Miguel O'Hara is from the future, so he may know certain outcomes that others don't. By Miles trying to change an outcome that isn't meant to be changed, he could potentially be setting up an incursion. This could be what destroys his world and causes him to enter into the MCU in live-action form. Fast forwarding, we see a clip of Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, who looks phenomenal. Then we see the pointing meme recreated once more as it was in Spider-Man No Way Home. The trailer ends with a comical clip of a variant of Spider-Man in a shrink's office. He is crying about the death of Uncle Ben, which the shrink was able to guess before he even mentioned it. One thing we didn't see in this trailer, but we see in the international trailer, is something pretty awesome. The international trailer opens up with clips of Tobey Maguire's, Andrew Garfield's, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man. This could be a possible hint that they will either be in this film or in the next one. If you would like to go into a bit more detail regarding that topic, go check out my latest TikTok. That is all I have for today's video. Again, make sure to go check out my other social media pages. The details will be in the description. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more Marvel content such as news, rankings, theories, and more, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. I love you 3000, and I will see you in the next video.